Hello everyone. There's something I'm going to talk about that's kind of discouraging to me actually. Over the weekend and the last week, I'm not exactly sure when it first started, but there's been a major, major storm of demonetizing YouTubers' videos, and for very little reason. The only trend that I've been able to come up with, the only thing that, after researching it, is that if you criticize the Young Turks, your video will be demonetized. So if there's anyone out there that's not having their criticism of the Young Turks demonetized, comment below, because you'll be the first that I've heard of. That's a sure way to get your video demonetized. Now, I don't have a very big channel, so my videos aren't monetized. It's not affecting me, but it's something that I've looked forward to. I've wanted to build a YouTube channel for a long time. I'm 10.5 weeks in on my YouTube channel, and I expected it to take a few years to grow it that big, but it looks like maybe it'll never happen if they just demonetize anything that's not cats playing on the floor and dumb stuff that no one wants to watch, or comedy, or whatever. And I'm not even sure those videos are safe. But Google has such a stranglehold on internet. You can't get away from it. They have a total monopoly. Some people talk about let's create a new platform and everyone move to that. But what I just heard Paul Joseph Watson talking about today with some gentleman, I believe he's from Australia, he talked about how this new Gab site that's an alternative to Twitter, how people are moving over to that after they get banned from Twitter. But Apple is not allowing that app on their store. So if you own an Apple product, you can't get on Gab. That's the way I understand it. I haven't tried it yet. They're blocking it. So it's not going to be really possible. We're not going to be able to move somewhere else if all the sites and the search engines block you. So we're back at square one. Somehow, the only thing that I can see is somehow that we're going to have to be able to Congress is going to have to get involved. They're going to have to pass a law that it's a monopoly. We know in the United States it's illegal to have a monopoly, but we also know that they go after certain companies for monopolies and other companies they don't. It all started back by Teddy Roosevelt back in the day, whenever John D. Rockefeller, Andrew Carnegie, and J.P. Morgan owned everything, basically. They bought a president, they did everything. And those antitrust laws were formed. So if we're not able to break up this monopoly, and I don't know what's going to happen to YouTube. It's going to make it very difficult. It's going to take away a lot of independent journalists, independent voices, independent pundits. For the first time in the last probably, barely 10 years, people have been able to start a YouTube channel, and many of them have been able to do it full time, and with ad revenue and viewer support through Patreon or PayPal or whatever. They've been able to do it, and many of them have a bigger following than some of the mainstream media. But now we're seeing the mainstream media attacking YouTubers, and not just the mainstream media, it's also a lot of these very leftist companies. I heard that Kia, Johnson & Johnson, a lot of big companies are saying, we don't want our ad revenue on hate speech. Well, they're not talking about hate speech. They're talking about anything that's not social justice warrior, anything that's not extreme left, anything that's not following the narrative of Saul Alinsky or Bill Ayers. They call hate speech. And there's been a movement, Styx Hexenhammer, Blonde in the Belly of the Beast. Several of these channels have been talking about, if you have a YouTube channel, contact them. They'll promote it, and we'll all cross-promote. Anyone who's for free speech, regardless of your content, will cross-promote and try to support each other. And I want to get involved with that. I think it's a good idea. I've been trying a little bit. I think it's a great idea. My channel is so small that it makes it difficult for, and I'm not complaining, because we all start there and we have to grow, and some people have great success early, and they have something happen, they get a great video, it goes viral, and some don't. So, you know, I'm just doing what I'm going to do. I'm working on it every day, and I'm not going to quit. But we are somehow going to have to find a solution to this problem of demonetizing YouTubers' videos. If we don't, it's going to hurt us all. The prospect of being a full-time YouTuber will be over. It won't be possible. So I want to shout that out, and also, while I'm doing this video, I want to name a few YouTubers that I personally are my favorites, that I would like anyone watching this to support. If you support free speech, if you support the right to be on YouTube, support these channels. And one of them, of course, Paul Joseph Watson, Blonde in the Belly of the Beast, Styx Hexenhammer 666. There's a smaller YouTuber, Anthony. There's Brittany Pettibone. I didn't write these down, so it's kind of hard to remember them all. But Stefan Molyneux, of course. And Molyneux is spelled M-O-L-Y-N-U-E-X. If you're not already subscribed to him, subscribe to him. Let me think. I know there's many others, but right now my mind's a little blank. Anthony Brian Logan, he's good. Subscribe to his channel. Let me think if I can think of any more. Mark Dice. The One True Lib. There's a lot of them, and I'm going to make a list, and I'll do another short video. But support these people. Get out there. If you want me to support you, just comment. I'll support you. I appreciate any subscriptions I can get. And like, subscribe if you like the video, if you like my channel, and that's about it for now. Later.